So next for Falsebound Kingdom is Mad, who uses Grand Blue, going up against Shotaro's Kagero once again.
Matt
Shotaro,
is one of a very good. It's a very good player if he plays his cards right.
he's been in the game for a long time, for a long time, and he's liked Grand Blue for a long time as well. But Shotaro early critical triggers. Not only did Shotaro early critical trigger, but he's rushing the game. Didn't really give his opponent a chance to declare guard. I'm getting the feeling that Shotaro is on borrowed time. Matt's forced a G assist. Considering his hand, that's unfortunate for him because he has a lot of things in his hand that he would want to keep, and now he's gonna have to get rid of two of them permanently. I'm imagining John Nagosi is gonna go removed from play. Ooh, and the Banshee as well. No, he's keeping it. I actually would have gotten rid of John Nagosi in favor of the Sea Strolling Witch, the Sea Strolling Banshee, because that's gonna be really important later. Well, he decides to call John as a rear guard. Loses a critical trigger. He could have used that in order to get the advantage back. Loses another critical trigger on the top. That's twice in a row. Matt is just having bad luck. Well, part of it I'd say is bad luck. Another part of it he's putting more in the drop zone than he needs to because he really didn't need to drop two for Ruin Shade's skill on that turn. At least not in my opinion. Okay, so Shotaro actually waits for Matt to say no guard before drive checking. And there's another critical trigger on the top. And it's the same one every time. The cannonball just spites him.
Well, that's Matt for ya.
His critical triggers spite him.
No, I thought you were talking about your team, mate.
No, well, there's a critical trigger. But Shotaro was able to no pass because Matt attacked with the rear first, and Shotaro got the trigger.
Perfect guard on my side.
No triggers for DS either. He doesn't get the extra 3,000. So from seeing the hand, we already know Matt has Legion, but he's gonna stride instead.
Matt probably has some sort of plan that he's planning to use.
With all the
But
triggers in his
something, if I
drop,
had to guess, it'd be probably to drop his hand.
but with all the triggers in Shotaro,
Ooh, very nice job on this cute dear. He really hot.
nice. Now, what I was gonna say before was with all of the triggers that are in Matt's drop zone, I would think he'd want to Legion him back, but he did just get a critical trigger, so it doesn't really matter. I suppose that Matt was thinking more of getting hand for later than building anything now. It also doesn't help that he's up
Point.
against. It also doesn't help that he's going up against Kagero, so Kagero could pretty much F that field in one turn.
Oh, you shouldn't have gone rid of. You shouldn't have killed Bianca, considering her skill, what it does.
I would more say he shouldn't have used the counter blast to kill Blanc. Not that he shouldn't have killed it, more that he didn't need to use a counter blast just to kill it. There goes 1
5 to 4.
and Matt has to drop 10k and a 5k to block this. He did get a trigger last turn and a sea strolling banshee. We know what's coming out from Legion skill now.
I think that's what he was doing. Is planning his moves, but Shotaro has hand advantage. You do know my strongest players hand are not have not been played yet. I'm not playing yet. You do know that, right?
I'm aware. Shotaro's only the first for our side.
Yet you sent one of your strongest out first.
Um, hmm. Shotaro's a good fighter. This deck is working well for him. To say he's one
But
of the strongest on the team, though? Hmm. Matt uses Sea Strolling Banshee. Almost put it behind Blanc, but it's better behind the Vanguard.
what's he gonna do now?
So
I
Shotaro
know he
has
has
to
a.
decide,
Ooh, Shotaro's perfect guarding.
which means he's gonna be able to guard everything because even if a critical appears, and Matt gets a perfect guard, so he has defense too. Goes for the rear guard in light of attacking the Vanguard again because no point in doing extra damage if he can't end it. And Shotaro is going with the Perdition. He's gonna try to use Dragonute now. And he actually returned a Whirlwind Dragon for the skill. Retiring 2 units, he will not take a damage because Matt is already at 5. But the Perdition Knight gains 3,000 power per retire. Not to mention that Dragonute also gains 3,000 per retire. First check is a critical trigger.
Oh, he's giving it all to that dude, Javad.
And keep in mind, Javad gains 3,000 when he attacks because Generation Break 1 is in effect. And he's just decided to give everything to Javad.
Then does he? Can you go at this one?
21, 31, needs 5 more. 41.
Probably saving his 5K for this dude. Or not. Yep.
He has 5k to block it. He only has 1 card left in his hand. I wonder if that's a grade 3. Yes, it was a grade 3 because I know that card from his twin drive. So 3 crits and a heal again. Almost all of his triggers that were coming out of deck before are going back in now.
So before now, I want his next card to be triggers. He'll be trigger happy.
Well, here's Blanc.
That's what I say. You should not kill Blanc. You should keep her on the field.
And then Counterblast, retiring Sea Strolling Banshee. Brings out Romario for potential hit. And he's hoping for a critical here. Gets it.
He needs to,
And gets
and
a
he gets
perfect guard
perfect.
as well. The problem for Matt now is that he only has 3 cards in hand and an intercept in order to guard. Keep in mind, he's also going up against Kagero, so the intercept is about to die.
Matt got. That's a good player.
There's no
But
denying that, but at the same
I
time,
noticed something about your team, dear. You always send Shotaro out first.
not,
All the
well,
yes, you do. Every time team that I've seen, I've been in, you always send Show out first.
I'll say right now, there's not a lot of strategy in how I decide the team orders, but I will also say that he requested to go out first. And he triple critical triggered. So, by the way, that
If Phil
unit,
sweeps us, I'm not going to be very happy, hun.
he's, well, you said yourself that your best members haven't come out yet.
True. But
Shotaro
I'm just
wins
saying,
this one. We'll see what happens in the next battle.